Hello friends, and welcome to the 2024 Decluttering Extravaganza, episode 1. There's a lot of decluttering that's going to be happening in the first few months, I don't know how many months, of 2024. I thought I would take you guys along for the journey. There will be a little bit of chaos in the declutter, because it's going to be a bit of mood decluttering. Whatever I feel like decluttering, we're going to do. But also at this point, we still don't know how many kids we're going to be moving with. I am so excited for that day when I actually know. So there's certain things that I can't declutter. For instance, like our homeschool stuff. It's going to be different if I'm taking a 5 and 3-year-old with me as opposed to not. So stuff that I'm actually really excited to go through, I can't yet. So we're going to start today with mugs. This is a funny thing, but our mug cupboard has gotten too full. And I've been thinking about this for the last few weeks, but I wanted to wait till after Christmas because, of course, the cat has to come. I wanted to put our Christmas mugs away with our Christmas stuff. I've never done that before. I always just have them out all year round, but now I think we have enough mugs that we can do that. So my plan right now is to pull out all the mugs, get the kids and Jared to go through, pick their favorite mugs, and then see what we're left with. We'll put away the Christmas ones. We'll see what there is to declutter. Unfortunately, I know I have to get rid of one that I just thrifted. I didn't realize how small it was, so I got it home and started making a drink in there. So unfortunately, I like the look of it, but it's just too small. So we're gonna start with the mugs, and then I don't know if there's more decluttering going to be happening today. There will be for sure this week, so this video will just be a compilation of me decluttering a ton of different things, and eventually we will get to all of the areas in my house. So if you like decluttering just to watch people or to get motivation for decluttering your own area, hopefully this video will help you. And if nothing else, maybe it will make you realize some areas that maybe you've been like hoarding some stuff that you don't even realize it. I think that's what this is going to show me. All the little areas that I've been collecting things. Oh my goodness, why is he trying to climb that tree? It's obviously not gonna work. Anyway, let's declutter. When you put all of one thing next to each other, you realize how much of a collection you have. This doesn't include quite everyone. There's a couple that we're missing, but now we'll get people to sort through, figure out what they want to keep. And apparently the cat is in the 5-year-old's fort. I think I'm almost for myself. I know a couple I want to get rid of. This one I just bought, and I really love. But it's too small. I got it home and realized how teeny it is inside there. So that's how I feel about that. Okay, so this is our keeping pile. I almost said get rid of. This is the keeping pile. There's not that many mugs. Plus 2 Christmas ones. This one is like a heat one. When you put in a hot drink, then Santa comes. And then this stack is our get rid of stack, which is actually really hard because I use these cups every day, but I'm deciding to get rid of them. They're like the perfect 8-ounce size, but I'm gonna learn how to use bigger mugs. So we'll see if we regret these decisions or not. Welcome to another day of decluttering. Jared did a little bit in the last couple of days that I will show you. My big tasks today are to clean up the Christmas stuff and go through all the Christmas stuff. I don't want to take things, clean things up, package things that we don't actually want. So that's what I'm going to do. And then I think there's a few areas, a few random things that I want to declutter as well. I don't know if I said this at the beginning of the video, but my main focus for January, which today is actually January 1st, my main focus is declutter. What that means is that this month I'm putting off some cleaning and just focusing on decluttering. I mean, I will still clean a bit, but in the video, things are gonna be messy and it's going to bother me. It's going to bother me in real life. It's gonna bother me when I'm editing the video. But I just find my brain often works better like just focused on a task. And right now I think I need to get stuff out of my house so that I can clean. Because right now I would just be cleaning around piles and it just makes more sense to just get rid of the stuff and then do a clean. So he went through the board games. I will show you the games we're getting rid of. Not all of these are like bad board games. Some of them we have played out, like we've played them so many times over the years, and so Jared's going to resell them. And then today I'm also planning on filming my first TBR shelf, bookshelf declutter unhaul. That will be up on my booktube channel at some point, I don't know, before or after this, depending how it all works out. So if you want to know like what books I'm all getting rid of, I'm going to be doing a whole series on there as well. So I'll show you those games. Okay, starting off, this is one that we've played out. Forbidden Desert we got like probably 7+ years ago, and we have played it so much. Really enjoy it. Ephraim decided he wanted to keep Forbidden Island. Personally, I like this one better, but if he wants to keep that one, that's fine. Burgle Bros, this one we barely have ever played. We really like number 1, and we like it on like the electronic version, like on a tablet. It's so good. But this one, it's just, the setup was too much. I don't know. We only played it a few times. We got it for Christmas a couple years ago for the kids because we always do a game, and this one just didn't get used. These ones are Jared's. We got Saboteur and Saboteur 2. So those are going. Sushi Go. Friends of ours gifted us Sushi Go Party a couple years ago, and so we use that one. Well, we don't play it much anymore at home, but the kids' cousins really enjoy it, so we often take it to family gatherings. Adventure Begins. This is kind of like a D&D starter thing that we played a bit, and I think the kids are ready for like actual D&D. And then same with this. This is like Animal Adventures. It's a little bit like a pre-formatted D&D kind of game. Pitch Car. This is one that Ephraim got for Christmas years ago. It's where you like knips the little things around the track. Pandemic the Cure, a very played one in this house. We really enjoyed it. And then Jared, I didn't realize he's getting rid of these. Oh, interesting. This is news to me. He's getting rid of the Lord of the Rings Journeys in Middle-earth. That one was an expansion, and then this is the big one. I don't know, we played it a bit. I really enjoyed it. Actually, very surprised he's getting rid of that. And then Robinson Crusoe. This is just another example that I would never survive on a deserted island because I just would be so bad at it. This game's really quite hard, but we have played it quite a bit. But we haven't played it in a while. So those are the ones that we're getting rid of now. There might be more in another round. Here's a look at my bookshelf before I go through it. It's a disaster. Nothing is organized anymore. And then there's like this whole section as well, which is slightly more organized. And then I have this table here. This is from IKEA. I'm going to be selling this. It's just been, I put my tripod on there when I'm filming. And I don't really use it. It's just in here because Jared bought it for his office and doesn't use it anymore. So I'll be glad to have that gone. That will clean up a lot of space. So I guess I should start. I have a big bin that we store our Christmas decorations in. It's just been hanging out in my office ever since we put up the tree. I just threw the tree skirt that I washed and our Christmas table runner that I washed the other day in here. But then in here is a bunch of decorations that we didn't use on our tree this year. Some of these I have to ask Jared about because they were like his childhood decorations that his mom passed on. And then there is a few things I know I can get rid of. Like, I got this giant star years ago, which kind of looks cool, but it's like way too big to use anywhere. We do have these really heavy, what are they called? Stocking holder things, which I kind of want to get rid of because we don't use them, because I'm always scared someone or the cat is going to grab it and like completely knock themselves out. Hopefully whenever we move, we'll have like a good space for stockings. We've never had space for stockings. I have a couple of these decorations that I don't use. Oh, I'm not a... I mean, I do want to be a lady that has like a yard full of gnomes when I'm older, but I'm not really into a lot of like kitschy holiday decor, so I have a few things that I know I can get rid of. Oh, I can't believe we didn't put this on the tree. I like this. This is an Old Holy Night ornament. Keep that. Don't worry, I'm not going to go through every single ornament here. That would take us forever. We have this really cool star that my father-in-law, I'm pretty sure he made it. We didn't use it this year, but when we move, I'll find a spot for that. Okay, so I've gone through all the stuff in here. Now, I gotta go take things down upstairs, see what we're keeping, what we're not. Get rid of all the sparkly garbage in here. So many years of like kids' crafts with glitter and googly eyes and stuff kind of has all come to the bottom of this. Okay, Jared is taking down the actual tree right now. I'm curious, when do you guys put up your Christmas tree and take it down? We normally take it down like as soon as our Christmas gatherings are over or sometimes before. I think this year, was it December 28th or 29th, my friend texted, she's like, are you sick? Why is your tree still up? I tried to leave it up till New Year's this year. So I have one more stack of books and things that I had put into our Christmas bin. And this year when we grabbed out the bin, I promptly never looked at any of this stuff. So this is really cute. This is a Christmas story that Rika illustrated years ago with my mother-in-law. Keeping that, for sure. I have Slow and Sacred Advent that Jennifer Naraki wrote. Like, she passed away a number of years ago, and I've had this for years before that. I still have never used it. I still have hope that I will one day. And then I have a bunch of picture books that are not like faith-based. So I got a Porcupine and a Pine Tree, Winter's Gift, Woodland Christmas. Like, I don't... Oh, this one, Itsy Bitsy Christmas, I want to keep. Jan Brett's Gingerbread Baby, I would like to keep, but maybe not with my Christmas stuff. These ones I think I'm going to get rid of. I also have Snowflake Bentley, which normally we have snow like October, November, so I think I would like to keep this out of the Christmas stuff too. A Magical Christmas Eve and an Unmerry Christmas. This is, isn't this Molly Lou Mellon? Or it's the author that wrote? Or it's the illustrator at least that did Molly Lou Mellon. But this seems like a different story, so I'm gonna get rid of that. But then I have the Imagination Station, Danger on a Silent Night. This is like Focus on the Family, Adventures in Odyssey, time travel, huge words. I've never actually completed this book with the kids, but I'm gonna go into the year expecting that our 2 foster kids are coming with us, and then if we don't use it next year, I'll get rid of it. And then I have this. This is from one of Jared's coworkers years ago that he gave to Reika. This, it's like a, I don't know, it's all in French. It's a Santa, an ornament creation thing. Oh yeah, she used it a bunch when she was younger. I could see our 3-year-old really liking this. There's a bunch of stickers and stuff. So maybe I'll just put that out for her to use now. So I got a stack of things to get rid of, and then a couple things that are going to be not in the Christmas bin. And now this bin, so our actual Christmas tree isn't in here, but this bin is only half full. So I'm going to label it. I put my Christmas mugs in here as well. Label it and say that like I can put light things to top it off. Yeah, so that's where I'm at right now. Welcome to another day. It is 9:58 and it is so dark outside. The sun rises I think after 9 now still, but I think it's also overcast, so it feels really dark. But I have a few plans for today. 1, there's a couple areas in my kitchen I want to declutter. 2, there's actually a little bit of cleaning I want to do. I want to clean around the windows in the main area, the kitchen, dining room, living room area, because the condensation during the winter, it gets all gross. And we used to have a cat that would lick it up, which was great. It actually helped a lot, but our current cat does not do that. And I think there was something else I was going to do today too, but I'm blanking on that. So we'll see how this all unfolds. Okay, and then over here we have what started out as a tea cupboard and has kind of just become a collector's area of random things and a bunch of tea we don't drink. So I want to go through this. This is Jared's favorite tea, so that will stay. Everything else is a little more precarious. Actually, this is Ephraim's favorite. That one's mine. The rest might just need to go. Okay, I've moved all the jars over here. This is my jar I use for milk, and the big mason, wide mouth mason lids that I love, that's staying. The rest of this I need to go through a little bit more, but I think it's kind of all probably gonna go. I do like these owl measuring cups, like someone's being dramatic over there. I've used these for a few different things, never for actually measuring stuff, but I think they're cute. These measuring cups I think are gonna go. Also, I've used them for other things, but never actually measuring stuff. So I'm probably just gonna keep these and this big jar and the lids. I doubt I'm gonna end up keeping any of these other jars. And this is the tea. I was just looking at this. This is a IKEA box that I got a while ago, or so I thought. Turns out it was best before 2020, so I guess it was longer ago than I realized. Oops. And that might be the case with a few of these teas. Some of them are like pretty much gone. Some of them have been sitting here forever, like this. This is a container of Bengal spice tea that has probably been in my cupboard for like over 5 years that I forgot about. So I need to look at some of the dates on these things. Okay, here's the final result. Just Ephraim and Jared's tea on the bottom, a bunch of different ones that I'm gonna get through in the next few months there, and that's all I'm keeping for different containers. A thing for loose leaf tea in the back, and then that is totally empty. So that looks a lot different than when I started. Okay, it's time for me to close up this decluttering vlog, but I have continued to declutter since my last clip, which was just yesterday. I found a stack of, well, I didn't find, I knew we had a stack of plastic plates that I'm going to get rid of. I don't think we need this many. We have a few still. This is for hosting large groups with lots of little kids, which they've been very well used. These window markers, they're fun. The kids love them, but I don't like having to clean them up, so they're gonna go. And then the 5-year-old got a legit game of snakes and ladders. We got this one from like the dollar store a couple of years ago, and it doesn't really work very well. So that's going. And oh, and I found an old pencil case that I'm gonna get rid of. I'm not going to tell you like every single little thing I get rid of, but these were just a couple of things I collected in the last like 24 hours, so thought I would share them. This will probably be a weekly-ish series, at least this month. There's so much more to go through. I just needed to dip my toe in, get warmed up, and we'll go through a lot more in the next couple weeks. Thanks for joining me, guys.